Hi. Yep, down here in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. That's me, Miss M. I'd like to welcome you to my first online review of blended learning lesson plan resources. This year, I have found a site that has been extremely helpful in putting together lesson plans for the 5 different grade levels I teach. What I like about this site are its short videos, interactive games, and its pre-made worksheets to help guide students through the activities. With a special thank you to our neighbors to the north, the resources I'm about to share with you can be found up here at www.learnalberta.ca. To the left of the screen, you will see that there's a drop-down menu for all of the different lessons that they have available. Now, this site does not have an all-encompassing amount of math topics, but it does cover the basics pretty well for grades 7 through 11. One of my favorites is this one.
Circles are all around us.
Now, I always warn the kids that these aren't the most updated videos, and the music is a little bit cheesy, but you gotta have some fun with it. But, on the plus side, the videos are really short and to the point.
The entire distance around the outside of a circle. The diameter is the distance of a line that passes through the center of a circle. Relationship between the diameter of a circle and its circumference. This relationship is pi, and it is always the same regardless of the circle's size. Circles make the world go round.
Along with the video, there is an interactive for the students. In this one, the students get to create their own circle with a varying diameter. When they click Roll, the students can then take the diameter and see for themselves the relationship. There's also an accompanying worksheet to go with this activity. Which makes it great when you're in a pinch for a lesson plan and for the students to actually be able to walk through the interactive themselves. Each lesson on this site is set up a little differently. Some have the students earn time for a game by answering quiz questions, like this one here. For this lesson on circles, which is probably more appropriate for a geometry class, you enter the circle zone, you answer questions, and you get time to play kind of a fun game based on the amount of correct questions that you answer. As you can see, I've answered the first, 8 questions. Now they're asking me to identify the major arc. Now they're going to let me play the game. So since I answered these first questions here, now this is more of it's more of like a fun game, although it does involve circles. So and then this will be embarrassing at how not good I am at this. It's kind of a simplistic, but you know, the students like video games. It's not letting me because my picture's here, so I move myself over here. Alright, so that's just one example of the types of games that this site offers for kids and motivation for learning about circle properties. In this case, now another type of game that they have, surface area and volume. Here's a game for a probability, which is what we're going to be finishing the year off with teaching in a couple of my classes. So this is kind of like a chutes and ladders type game, and you get to move spaces based on whether or not you answer the question correctly. So this game's kind of tied up with the learning and the questions. And then last but not least, this one they call an Aztec Museum game. And it is under central tendency and distribution. You're just going around the museum collecting data sets. Okay, images are not to scale. They've calculated the central tendency measures for length. And then which central measure does 21.5 and 18 represent? Yeah, so the answer to that one was none, by the way. I didn't want to get it wrong on here. Thought that might be a little embarrassing. But, so, yeah, those were just the, those weren't medium or mode or mean. They were just a little piece of the data set. So let's see what else we can find on here. And then again, they're asking the question, which central tendency measure does 28.7 centimeters represent? I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm not even going to think about it here, and that way, let's see what happens when you get them wrong. That's always good for the teacher to do too. So you can see when a student gets the answer wrong, they're going to review the definitions of mean, median, and mode. Okay? So it's a fun game for students may enjoy playing to learn those definitions. Alright, so hopefully some of this has sparked an interest for you, and you can keep exploring further on here as I've done. I haven't gone through every single thing on here, but there's various videos, student worksheets, and interactives, as well as some different types of, all different types of games on here. So thank you for hanging with me for the past 10 minutes and exploring this online lesson plan resource. See you next time.